So, good evening. Hope everyone's had a wonderful Thursday. Is it Thursday? Yeah, I think it's Thursday. Hope everyone's had a good day. Listen, I just wanted to say before we get into the press conference, firstly, apologies for no 9 o'clock stream last night. I was sort of floating away towards the tipsy train. So, yeah, that's why I didn't want to make a dick of myself. So that's why I didn't do it. Also, it is 1 year today since I set this channel up. So, listen, thank you very, very much to every single one of you that subscribed. Over 30,300 people now. So unbelievable, literally unbelievable. Over 7.2 million views as well, which is relentless. Like, genuinely, that is mad. I never expected that when I set it up. So obviously I expected to get some level of viewage and some level of subscriber base, but I'd be sitting here lying if I said I thought I'd get 30k in a year. So yeah, thank you very much to every single one of you. Even if you don't like my channel and you just come here to abuse me every day, guess what? You're still helping. So thank you. You've probably all got my notifications on as well. There's about 7,000 people that have got notifications on for this channel. It does tell me in my analytics. So if you haven't, you can put them on, and make sure you turn them on your phone. Otherwise you won't receive them at all, even if you've got them all on here. There's about 2,000 of you that have got them on here, but not on your phone. So yeah, it's quite clever. Drunk Lee, yeah, I was hammered, mate. I can't even lie. I ended up losing €100 last night. Don't know where it went. Got a cab, which I thought was an Uber. So then when I got back to the house at 5 o'clock this morning, yeah, I didn't have any cash on me. The cab driver was going mad. I was like, I've lost €100. What have I done with that? Genuinely ain't got a clue what happened. So yeah, I got in at 5 o'clock this morning, worse for wear, stumbled into bed, and yeah, I'm now on the black coffee today. So yeah, we won't be doing that again. I weren't even going to go out as well, which is pretty mad. Then my mate said, come on, come up to Marbella. We're going to have a couple of pints and that. So yeah, I ended up going out and coming in at 5 in the morning. But anyway, listen, I am waffling. Unai Emery has done a press conference, and they're getting worse, if I'm being honest. Genuinely, like, you know, why would they ask him about Pochettino? I don't like. Can somebody who works in that sort of media environment, if they do happen to stumble across this video, can I have an invite to a press conference? Seriously, anybody knows a journalist that attends any of these, get them to call me, get them to message me saying I would love to sit in one of them and put some questions to them. Yeah, before I get into the actual transcript of what he said, Kolasinac is out injured. He's come back from international with a hamstring injury, I think it is. So he's going to be out for a few weeks, which means we might actually get a proper left-back start at the weekend. Also, Danny Ceballos ain't going to be back in training until probably a couple of weeks' time, they reckon. And yeah, and then let's open up with a press conference. He said, good afternoon, obviously. Pepe arrived late because of his travel, and he didn't train with the group today. So he does reckon he will be fit for Saturday. We shall see. Holding, Saka, Kolasinac didn't train either. They could train tomorrow, but Kolasinac probably won't. Holding and Saka might. I don't get why Holding and Saka haven't trained. He didn't explain any of that. So again, thanks for telling us they didn't train, but why didn't they train? Surely elaborate on that instead of sitting there like mutes. But yeah, anyway, let's move on. He went on to speak about Southampton. Every team is difficult in the Premier League. They need points and are playing better away from home. I think they will be very motivated, but we need to impose and show our game plan on Saturday. Well, we haven't had a game plan for about 20 games, so I don't quite know what game plan he's on about. And please don't spam the chat, otherwise I'll just time you out. Seriously, there's no need to keep going ping, ping, ping. Let's move on. He was asked about Poch, Jose and Spurs. We ain't reading that. Whether the rivalry will be more intense with Tottenham, probably not even worth reading that either. This one could be worth reading. On the gap between Arsenal and Spurs, at the moment we have some distance between us and we want to keep it. Well, the distance is 3 points, mate. And if we lose at the weekend and they win, it's 0. So, yeah, you better make sure you keep that gap. On turning things around, he said, I'm optimistic. I know we need to improve our performances. Above all, we need to play better and control the games. We need to stop losing. That makes no sense. We are need losing at home. We are need losing at home. Who wrote this? Is that actually what he said? We're not convincing people. Yeah, obviously. Here we go. This one's a bit juicy. He spoke about Granit Xhaka. This will probably be the highlight of the press conference. He's coming back better. His mindset is better. And this morning, I've had a good conversation with him. My objective is for him to come back and help us by convincing everyone that he's going to be better in the short and long-term future with us. He's feeling better, and his team is currently Arsenal. He wants to come back with the confidence of the supporters. Well, good luck with that, mate. We are going to decide tomorrow whether he plays, but I will give him the confidence and comfort to start the game. And then he just went on about Southampton, saying that we need to just build on what we were doing. That is pretty much all he was asked in that press conference, which makes me wonder. And somebody texted me this before I came on here, saying, "How did we end up getting a manager that speaks more bullshit than the previous one? He's probably the only manager on the planet that talks in more riddles. Why can't we just have a straight talking manager that just says, yeah, Granit Xhaka didn't want to play the other week. He feels better now, and I'm going to pick him tomorrow." Why don't you just say that instead of, oh, I might not pick him. I might pick him. I want to give him. What is all that, man? Seriously, I don't get it. Happy birthday, Evan. I hope you're good, mate. I hope you have a wicked day, mate. And yeah, what I don't understand with Emery in his press conferences is like, you know, they don't really ask. I said this a minute ago. They don't ask the right questions. They just ask the same crap, same waffle every single time. Is that the real troops in the building? Big up, troops. I know there's a lot of snide ones that come in my chat every now and again, but big up yourself. Go subscribe to Troops if you ain't, by some minor miracle that you're not. But yeah, the way I see it is like, I know they get vetted with their questions. Obviously, the media team will sit there and say, well, no, you can't ask that. You can't ask that. We're not taking any questions on this or that, which I understand. It's a fake troops, is it? Probably. There's loads about, but but you know what? I just think that, you know, sometimes the fans just want to hear direct talk, and sometimes people just want to hear it as it is, rather than all of this waffle, rather than all the crap that goes around and like the silly questions that they ask them. I just don't understand sometimes how you can sit there and say, yeah, we're going to skirt around the question this way and that way, and we're going to waffle on for 5 minutes instead of actually answering the question. There'd be great politicians, some of these football managers. And, you know, the way I see it is you know, it is the real troops. I'll just check myself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, bruv. But yeah, the way I see it is fans just want to be kept in the loop and not have any of this waffle and crap. You know, at the end of the day, we want to know why Pepe ain't starting games. We want to know why Tierney's not been starting games. Why, I said at the beginning, he said in his opening lines, Holding and Saka didn't train. Neither did Kolasinac. Well, we know Kolasinac got a hamstring injury. He picked it up for Bosnia the other night. Right now, the next question on from that should have been, why didn't Holding train? Why didn't Saka train? Why has nobody asked him that question? There's literally 20 journalists sat in that press conference. Not one of them has said, why didn't Rob Holding train? And why isn't he going to be starting the game? Why isn't he going to be in the squad? What is wrong with Rob Holding that he couldn't train today? Yeah, we want to know the answer to that question. Well, I do, definitely. Same with Saka. Why didn't Saka train? Then they go on and waffle on about Jose Mourinho and Pochettino. It's an Arsenal press conference. We don't want to know about that. We want to know what is going on with our team, what our game plan is, and how we're going to go forward in picking up results. Because I'll tell you something now, right? If we lose this game on Saturday, Jesus Christ, I'm glad I'm in Spain. Yeah, because that stadium is going to be vile. If we lose that game, there's going to be some nasty scenes in that stadium. I was there, like I said, when some of the Wenger in and Wenger out stuff went off. And that was because two sets of fans didn't really see eye to eye with each other. 99.9% of people were on the same page with this manager. That could get nasty, like really, really intimidating and stuff like that. So they better hope and pray them players that they put a shift in on Saturday. And that manager better make sure he's out of his chair. Instead of standing there going like this, let me rub my beard like an idiot. How about stand up and do your job that you're getting paid 6 million quid a year for, mate? Or 8 million, whatever it is you're on. Yeah, go and do your job. Get the players all up to speed. And if they're not playing well, sub them. And don't sit and wait like he did with Pepe the other day against Leicester. He should have started anyway. Yeah, like I said, you put the guy in the team, and he scores 2 bangers the other week, and he ain't been seen since. Why ain't he been starting? You know, just as you get the guy's confidence up, you then decide, oh, okay, I'll bench him. Why? Somebody should have been asking him that in the press conference. How comes Pepe's not been starting games? Yeah, how comes Lucas Torreira's playing at number 10? Obviously, the reports are coming out that he doesn't want to play at number 10. But I'll tell you something, Lucas, yeah? Maybe you shouldn't have put that statement out a couple of months ago saying you want to play further forward, because he put something out in the media saying he wants to play further up the pitch. Emery's now playing him further up the pitch, and now he's crying again. Seriously, what is going on with these players? Like, I just don't understand it sometimes. Like, you know, and like I said, if you got me in front of that manager, I'd be sat there and I would be telling them straight, listen, this is what I want to know. And when they start waffling, no, you didn't answer the question. I want the answer. Yeah, because listen, there's millions of Arsenal fans around the world. We want to know why certain things are not happening. Yeah, and I feel like, you know, the way society is, the way social media is, the way this is beamed all over the world now, you know, we do have a connection to the club. Whether you live 50,000 miles away, you're still connected to Arsenal Football Club, because you can pick up your smartphone and you can watch Unai Emery's press conference. Yeah, you can watch the games on your phone, yeah, or your iPad or your Mac or whatever it is you're going to stream it on. Yeah, and it doesn't matter whether you live around the corner and go to a game, or whether you live across the world and don't go to a game. You're still connected to the club, so they have a responsibility, in my opinion, that football club, to maybe not tell us everything. That would just be stupid. But to give us enough information for us to go, do you know what? Let me form my own opinion off of the back of that. Instead, all they do is give us little snippets, and we'll sit here all guessing. There's never a direct answer from that manager. Yeah, it's never, yes, he's going to play this weekend. Like the Granit Xhaka thing. Yeah, like Granit Xhaka, like I said, did what he did. He then came out 6 days later, 5 days later, and made an excuse as to why he done it rather than an apology. He then goes to German media and backs the he originally done. He says, "Oh yeah, I don't regret it. That's how it is." So that in the middle, when he came out with that fake apology, was a complete load of rubbish. Then he's then been stripped of the captaincy. He then said to Emery that he don't want to start and he don't want to feature against Leicester at all because he's not ready. Well, why are you trained all week then? Yeah, go and train with the reserves if you ain't ready. Yeah, and then bring one of the reserves up. You know, and then he goes off to international break, putting out these stupid little coded Instagram posts of him walking off the pitch saying, yeah, happiness is when you couldn't care less or whatever about what people think. Well, guess what, bruv? Yeah, if you start the weekend, you better make sure you've toughened up, because there's going to be a lot of people booing you again. And I can guarantee you that for nothing. There will be there might be a mixed reaction. There might be a few people that are cheering him and boost his confidence and that. There'll be an awful lot of people that he's upset by doing what he did. Why doesn't that manager just come out and say, yeah, I'm going to start him at the weekend, whether he's ready or not? I want to start him. I'm the manager. I'm picking him. I also see a video today as well. Big up my boy S.Teov. He sent me the video today, and it was the Arsenal players in training, and I think it said something like "trust the process" or something. I think Arsenal put it out there. They're not even listening to the manager. He's telling them stop, 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 and they just keep running past him. Yeah, literally. Yeah, I'll try and pull it up on Instagram or something. But yeah, they're literally totally ignoring him. I think he's going to stay. You know, I think he's going to stay for the whole duration of this season. Stell's not a mug; he's my pal. You probably never met him, bro. He's actually sound. But yeah, it's going to be a long season if he stays. It already feels like we're halfway and more through the season, and we're only 12 games in. It's been a lot of stress so far this season, and it's only going to get worse. You know, that lot down the road have now got a proper manager who's got the fire in his belly, and they're going to start getting better. Man United, well, who knows about Man United? But then you've got other teams around us as well, you know. Sheffield United are above us. That is how embarrassing it's been. Going to come into some of these questions and comments in a minute. Do drive the likes through the roof. Over 510 people watching this live. Only 65 have liked it, so batter the likes. I'd appreciate that. All the people that are joining late, listen, it is the 1 year anniversary of this channel today. 1 year ago, in fact, in about 3 hours was the exact time that I set it up as well. So yeah, I remember I went around my mate's house and I said, right, we're gonna set it up. We're gonna set it up. We're gonna do it again. We're going for it. This time we're gonna do it bigger and better. And yeah, man, 1 year later, 30K. and 7.2 mil on views. So thank you. Big up everyone here. Do also, I'd appreciate this as well. Go and like and follow my Facebook page. The link is in the description for this video. It's about 200, 195, something like that. Follow that already. So do go and follow that. Share it about if you would as well. I'd appreciate that. Try and build that platform up as well. I post on there every day now as well. So, and I might come back to Twitter because I can reactivate my account. But if I do, I won't be interacting with a single person on it. I'll literally just be using it to post pictures and quotes from players and stuff like that. The only one I'll probably interact on is Facebook and Instagram. They're the only two. But listen, let's read out some of these. I've been waffling for 15.5 minutes. Eddie Howe will be Arsenal's next manager in the summer. I swear to God, you want to hope you finish above us, Georgie, because all of this talk you've been giving all season, right there, you want to hope you finish in that top 4. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It'd probably be nice for you to get into the top 4. I mean, we might finish above you the following season. Where are we? Congrats, my friend. Thank you, Omar. Listen, one of the original followers, one of the original first followers. So thank you for your support as always, mate. Liverpool, you never walk alone. Still loves me. I still love you too. No more angry mode. Definitely no more drunk mode, which is why I didn't do my 9 o'clock stream last night. I've got a bit of a stinking cold as well, and I feel like crap today. I'm proper fragile today. Lead the YouTube goat. Thank you, DVS Dallas. Appreciate it, mate. You can be on private on Twitter. Yeah, the problem is I've got 16,000 and something followers, and half of them are probably dickheads, mate. So it makes no difference whether you're private or not. So it don't really matter, to be honest with you. But I just won't be interacting if I bring it back. It'll be for the sake of the channel more than anything. Because a lot of people that watch this channel don't have Instagram or Facebook, but only have Twitter and vice versa, which is why I thought about it the other day. And I was like, do you know what? Why don't I just do all of them? Yeah, just do all of them, and I can cover stuff over all platforms. So yeah, and I'll be honest, since I've done that, the live views has gone up. Like now there's 535. The other day there was 1,200. The other day there was 1,100. So yeah, it's obviously working. And apart from last night, I've actually upped my work rate as well, which is something that I wanted to do. I wanted to put more effort into it because I did let it slip sort of end of August after the Liverpool game for about a month and a half. I swear my nose won't stop dripping. But yeah, about a month and a half, I really let this channel slip when I came out here last time. And when I decided to move out here, I thought, you know what, I've got to treat it like a proper job, because it is a proper job. At the end of the day, you guys only see this now. You don't see what happens after this. Yeah, it could take an hour to process this video before it go out. Yeah, you know, if like because of my Wi-Fi being so dead, my daily transfer update. Let me tell you this, right? Them daily transfer updates, because my Wi-Fi is so crap in this apartment. When I've done this, I already know who I'm going to speak about tomorrow. I've checked it all out. I've done the research for that. I would then make that video. I would then overlay it with the player pictures and stuff like that. It will then take me 2 hours to upload that video. That is how dead my Wi-Fi is, and it'll be a 10, 11-minute long video. At the same time, I then have to come off the Wi-Fi on my phone, otherwise it'll take about 4 hours. So after Christmas, I will be getting fibre installed. I'm just because I'm going back to England next month. So I thought, you know what, I'll just have to run with it and do the 2-hour upload. Definitely not Colombian fever, Andrew. Definitely not. No, I have genuinely got a cold. I had a cold for a couple of days. Big up another year. Hard work brings success. Keep it up, Lee. No homo. Big up yourself, DJ Crane. As always, thank you, mate. I do appreciate your donation. Who do you think we are going to sign in January? A specific player? I'd say, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'd like to say that we could go and get Upamecano, but we ain't getting him, are we? I don't know, mate, to be honest. We'll probably end up with somebody we've never heard of from Brazil. Although saying that, the last one turned out all right so far. Big up the McManus. Congrats on the year, bud. When you hit 40k subs, you're going to do your dreams of the Datsuns. No, do you know what? I might make that when I get to 100k. I might start doing that. Yeah, when I get to 100k. So yeah, if you want to see me driving around the world in a Datsun, vlogging it with a a boot full of Stella or Estrella, whatever, then yeah, I think that'd be hilarious. Do 80 days or 100 days driving to as many places as I can in the world in a Datsun. That'd be hilarious. Somebody's fully going to nick that idea now as well. We will finish 8th at the very best. Evening to you, Nigel. It's not looking great at the minute, is it? So, yeah, you may be wrong. Let's read some more. Hope you're well. I'm well, apart from having a little bit of a cold and feeling a bit flimsy today, man, after my stupid 5 o'clock getting home. Where where I ended up losing €100 somewhere and couldn't pay for my taxi. I swear that cab driver was going mental. I was like, mate, I don't even know where I am right now, so it's lucky you know where you're going. And yeah, he was going mad. So listen, take my number, call me tomorrow. Yeah, so so I ain't going to get my debit card because I didn't take my debit card out of me. I was like, I ain't going to get my debit card, going to a cash point and come back. I just want to go to bed, mate. It's definitely not that Ronaldo Vegas. It's definitely not. I swear, some of you lot are mad. Do you think the board will sack Emery if he flops at the Emirates again this weekend? Says Phil. Evening, Phil. No, I don't think they're going to. I genuinely think they're going to keep him, which would be sad. Our midfield needs a total revamp. Torreira doesn't have correct mentality for Arsenal. Well, Torreira again has come out with more comments. You know, Napoli want him. He said that his dream is to play for Boca Juniors. Well, why don't you piss off and play for Boca Juniors then, mate? You know, like instead of sitting here taking the big paycheck, why don't you go there now? Like, I don't get some of these players, man. I genuinely don't. You know, yeah, it's cool to come out and say your dream's that, but we've heard this about 5-6 times since he's been here. Yeah, we've heard the fact that he don't like London. We've heard the fact he can't settle. His wife's not happy. That we were second choice over Napoli. Yeah, behind Napoli, sorry. We've heard all of that. We've heard his agent coming out saying he wants to go back to Italy. We'll go back to Italy then. Why are you here? Yeah, why don't you just tell the club that you want to leave? Why don't you do that? Maybe he has. Maybe that's why he's not been playing so many games. Who knows? Why sack him now when they had the chance after beating they took at Leicester? Well, exactly. And the thing is, yeah, I said this yesterday, that Jose now being at Tottenham, that could be similar to what he did at Chelsea. Obviously, there was only us around at the time and Man United, and then obviously Chelsea came out of nowhere with Jose and that. But Poch has made them thinking they're a big club, and that's exactly what Jose did at Chelsea. You know, he's got that, and the thing is, he's got the fire in his belly to go and do it. He's got the fire in his belly to want to go in there and stick one over every single person that's doubted him. All the people that come out with their talk on TV, all the people that have said he's finished. Yeah, he's going to go in there and he's sadly going to do all right. But yeah, hopefully we can do better. But we haven't sacked our manager yet, which is a big issue. There's no need to spam the chat either, Passwords. Come on, bruv. Well, I'm going to do a few more minutes of this and I'm going to get myself out of it. It's either now Allegri or Simeone, says Bad Banter. All day long, listen, I'd take Simeone in a heartbeat, but that ain't going to happen. So it's probably going to be Allegri, and I don't really know how to feel about that. Obviously, I'll back him if he comes in, but the only one I wouldn't probably back is Pochettino. I don't want him, and I'll fully be Poch out if we even attempt to go and get him. Why would someone come? Well, money, London, Arsenal. It's a big club still. Come to Portland. We'll bring slippers and chug beers. Oh, thank you, mate. I will come to America one day. I'll do a little tour. I'll do some of the states out there, definitely. Why are the Arsenal board a weak mentality? That's exactly it, Tom. They are weak, and you know, Tottenham have moved very quickly for Jose. Yeah, in the space of a week, they've met up with him and done a deal and sacked the manager. Yeah, and this is the manager that got into a Champions League final 6 months ago, 5 months ago. They've sacked him. You know, we're sitting there with a guy that's done nothing apart from get us embarrassed in a final in the Europa League. Do drive the likes up, people. 119 likes, 530 people watching. So I would appreciate that. Also, go and check out the Facebook page. That is in the description. Go and follow that and give that some love. And Lee Gunner 82 on Insta if you don't already follow that. I'm going to do 3 more of these. I'm getting out of it. Torreira was sick at DM for us. You could tell he loves the club. His first few months, he knew what that North London derby meant. Since having replayed him out of position, he looks indifferent. Well, he does. Thanks for your comment, mate. But I think that even before he's been played out of position, I think he had that good 3-month spell, which ended when he scored against Huddersfield. I was, like I said, I was right behind that goal, and I was like, "Oh, that's Torreira doing that." That was a sick goal, unbelievable overhead kick, and yeah, he did get what it meant in that derby game. But since then, what has he really done? And he ain't been played out of position that many times. No, it's only this season he has. Like the back end of last season, what was wrong with him? Like after Christmas, it just all fell apart for him. So I don't know, man. Slowly falling out of love with football and Arsenal, says Beerus. Tell me about it, mate. It's hard to watch at the moment. Sky said Jose had negotiations with Tottenham 3 weeks ago, says Whack. Well, there you go. Which ties in with about the same sort of time that the story was out there that Rouse and Haley went out for dinner with Jose. So there's a story as well that says that Jose, I put it on my Instagram today, Jose didn't like the structure at Arsenal in terms of the hierarchy and the way it's structured. He obviously wants to be the main man that goes out and picks players himself, which is fair enough. And they can do that at Tottenham. They ain't got a technical director or a director of football at Tottenham. So yeah, maybe he could just liaise straight with Levy, and that's why I thought, you know what, I'm going there. And listen, let's be real here, yeah. Without being mugs, their stadium's mad. Their stadium is so nice, and I'm not saying it's the best stadium in the world, but it's up there. It is a very good stadium. So is their training ground. They've got everything to become a big club. Now they've got the manager, and that's wounded me because they're an all right sized club at the moment, but he could fully take them to being a massive club, and we should have acted and we should have gone and got him. And even if it didn't work out, at least we tried. But I genuinely believe this, and I said this weeks ago when I said about Jose that the next club he goes to, he's gonna want to stick one over Man United, over Chelsea. If he came to us, he'd want to get one up on Wenger. You know, he even slagged off Tottenham so many times, like over the years. Yeah, I haven't seen a single Tottenham fan say, "Oh, but he slagged us off. He was disrespectful." Yeah, all you get out of our fans is, "Oh, he was disrespectful." It's like, does anyone care if he wins? I don't get why we didn't sack Emery. Yeah, and we can pay him more money. We can pay anyone more money. Literally, manager, players, any member of staff, we can pay more money. And yeah, it's sad that he's gone there, to be honest with you, because now we better act and do something rapid. Otherwise, we are going to be fully way behind them next season. So we need to go and get a proper manager. Troops and DT would take Poch. That's that high grade Troops is smoking, bruv. I did actually watch his video yesterday. He made some good points, but I wouldn't take him. Yeah, I wouldn't take him. The only reason a lot of fans, I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about a lot of fans would take him, is to get one over on Tottenham, when the fact and reality is Tottenham sacked him, so they didn't want him anymore. So why would we want him? You know, if we think that we're bigger than them, why do we want him? You know, it's different. I know Troops compared him to Sol Campbell. That was kind of different though. He was their best player, and we got him. We went in and said, right, you're coming to us, mate. And he did. And it's different now because Poch has been sacked by them basically saying, you ain't good enough for us. So why do we think he's good enough for us? Listen, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Me, I'm Poch out from now. I don't want him. I don't even want him. Yeah, that guy comes anywhere near this club, I will be shouting from the rooftops, Poch out from day one. DT and Troops and others too proud to win. Jose in, shake my head. Big up yourself, Yi. No, listen, they both. I know both of them. Yeah, they want to win as much as anyone. Yeah, and like people say a lot of bad things about them two people. Yeah, right. But one thing I do know about them, and the one thing I will say, yeah, I've never ever heard either of them say they want us to lose ever. And I've been to so many games with them. Yeah, right. I've never heard him say that. I've never heard him on camera say it. I've never heard him off camera say it. I've never heard him like ever mention anything about losing. So I don't think it's too proud to win. We all want to win, but we just got different ideas on how to get to the main goal. You know what I mean? So there we go. Listen, on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go and get some dinner. I do need to walk to the shop as well. It's long. It's hammering down with rain in Spain today. So yeah, I'm going to be back at 9 o'clock. So yeah, thanks very much to everybody who's been in the chat. Everybody who's liked the video, go and like it before you go. Go on, slap the likes. And thank you to everyone who supported my channel for the last 12 months, exactly 12 months today. So thank you very much. And I will be back at 9 o'clock. We'll have a little look forward to the Southampton game. Yeah, I'll be back at 9.